Alright, we are rolling. Hey guys, this is my current project right now, and it's my all-wheel drive electric go-kart. The spoiler here and the front spoiler here really don't do anything. That's just for cosmetics. I've yet to put a body on this car. I'm not thinking about a body right now. I'm still working out a few kinks, but this is what I have so far. So far I have the body, which is highlighted here, and pretty much everything, all the wheels rotate. It has independent suspension. Sometimes it glitches out and the other side wants to move. Like, let's see if we can get that to happen. Oh, see, it glitches out. That's because I didn't put in limitations yet, or I clicked the wrong part. It doesn't have correct. So yes, I have purple suspension, that's magenta pistons and purple cylinders, because swag, you know. This is pretty sweet car, that's what I think. And if we actually highlight that piston, that's one of them, we can go into the side toolbar here, and we will see, okay, there's the mate, here's the insertion. We can hit drive, and we can actually play around with the piston, and we can see its full range of motion. What I limited to, I limited so that it wouldn't go lower than this yellow bar, because that's where the front fender is, so you don't want to have that touch the ground. You can do the same thing here. Go into the toolbar, hit drive, and boom. So that is that, guys. That is the rear suspension. All of the wheels have its own independent motors, and it's inspired by robotics. It is a Inventor tough box. It accepts 3 sim motors. Each wheel has the same output. It has, so there's no transmission, there's no engine, there's no need for any of that. It's all-wheel drive, power at the wheels. And there's 12 sim motors on this, 4 gearboxes. So far there are only 6 pistons for the suspension. Lots of hinges, but it's a very interesting project, especially for the front suspension. The rear suspension is very straightforward. It was just a bunch of bars and the piston for actuation. It was very straightforward. What's not so straightforward is the steering. I get to go over that, because if I move the steering, right, both pistons move. Hold on, we should probably suppress this. Oh, wheel's gone. See, I can suppress things in this program, and they all of a sudden disappear. So now you can actually see what's going on here, and we can actually do, oh, that disappeared, and oh, that disappeared. Okay, so now we are just left with, we can actually get rid of this bar here. Oh, Control Z. Don't want to get rid of that one. We want to get rid of this one. And so this is it. That's the suspension apparatus right here. We can actually get rid of this too. That's the suspension. And get rid of this because that's what it looks. That's the suspension all right there. And this is what I'm trying to figure out, because as this piston moves, that rotates, right? Okay. As this piston is supposed to move, the bottom piston also rotates. So this is what I'm thinking about, and there's so many degrees of motion in this project that I need to figure out and what maintains the same. You see what that does? That right there? That slides. We can actually zoom in on that. See how that moves in and out? I gotta fix that problem too. What I'm thinking of doing is that at this center console right here, right now the only actuation that it actually has is just a simple pivot right here. What I'm thinking that it probably, since it's just rotating this way, it also needs to move this way, because right now it's just going up and down. It also needs to go left and right to match up so that it can stay flush. Another degree of motion. So that stinks, because the more degrees of motion you add, the more complicated the system gets, and the more complicated things gets, the crappier everything happens, because there can be a lot of issues. So now we are going to unsuppress parts, and you're going to slowly see the car come back to life. There we go. Everything is now reapplied, and there we go. Oh yeah, by the way, the suspension of the wheels, this is actually really funny. Should probably mention this. As one wheel can go that way, I can also have a wheel go this way. So as you can see, I have lots of constraints to work with, but this is what I have so far, guys. Thanks for watching.